520. That's here. 5 to here, 520.
Had an idea when you heard about the coaching change about how different things would be now that you've been in. What are the biggest changes and how you think you can use this approach to that?
Yeah, definitely it's been a major adjustment. I mean, obviously at the end of the day, football's football. Kind of like I mentioned before, everybody's runs similar, run schemes, but just kind of doing all of it out of shotgun. Obviously, like under center is a little bit different, but I've enjoyed it so far. Everything I've enjoyed so far. So definitely catching a lot more passes, a lot more pass pro. It's been a lot of fun.
I think talking about people actually from you areas of improvement to take your game to the next level.
We didn't really talk about it too much. Kind of the first conversation we had, he kind of asked me what I thought, areas I'd like to improve in. I really just told him the simplest answer is everything. I just want to be the best in every category. So to get to where I want to be, that's what I need to do. So kind of just let him take the reins, and he's done a great job. Kind of helping me improve every aspect of my game.
When we're watching up there, it kind of seems like there's even more movement than you guys are used to on the offensive line and some of the run plays. Is that just what we see, or do you kind of sense that too? Like there's more pulls, there's a little bit more misdirection with the offensive lines doing in the run game?
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of used to, obviously running a lot of power. The last couple of years, we're definitely used to kind of phasing pullers. That's kind of natural to us, but I would say we do a lot more counters, so more pullers on one specific play, which is different, a little bit different. That's been working well, and we've enjoyed it. Not really. I mean, we know that just kind of, we know what we can do together. I mean, we had a great season together before. We don't talk about it too much, just kind of the expectation at this point. We've been working extremely hard to achieve our goals. We have the same goals at the end of the day, so we just keep working.
Cade Yakimelli has been getting plenty of work this spring. What have you seen from him? What do you like about his game?
Cade, he's definitely made some major strides just over the past couple of weeks of OTAs and spring ball. Definitely, it's got a lot of learning to do still, being new to the position and all, but he's, like I said, made major strides, and from day one to now, he's really a much better back. Definitely fast, shifty. He's definitely got some power behind him. So I think he can be an important player for us. I mean, we've all seen him now with extreme amount of power, aggression. Definitely kind of similar in that way. I wouldn't call him like a scat back, because like I said, he's extremely powerful. It's very hard, so defenses don't want to deal with that all day. So I guess kind of just other elements of offense. As a guy who can do everything, he's definitely versatile. Help us in most different ways.
You spoke about late last season, kind of becoming more of a leader and trying to step up in that way. How have you tried to do maybe different things in the offseason during spring ball to add to that part of your game?
I wouldn't say anything's really changed. Just, being me, not really trying to just be anything I'm not. Obviously, I'm going to give juice when it's needed, give my peace of mind, but I'm not the biggest raw guy. Just kind of leave with my actions.
A little bit earlier, last week, I saw that you practice. It looked like one day. Like, how are you feeling about what happened and where are you at right now?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm really healthy right now. Just kind of got banged up in one of the last 2 days, I believe it was. Just kind of hit my knee on the ground. Something for a couple days.
Your relationship with the Pro Badgers, have you gotten a chance to work with them over the offseason? Do you guys still keep in touch?
Yeah, definitely keep in touch. I haven't got a chance to train with any of them yet. JT wasn't here. It wasn't with JT. Had to be 2013.
That's right. A couple guys here.
Yeah. So it was like 3 of them in 2013, right? Was it 2012 was 3 of them.
I think that's kind of a possibility. I mean, Chaz has mentioned like North Carolina years ago. That's something that's realistic goal for you guys.
100%. Like I said before, I think it's realistic expectation. That's just, to have a successful season, in my opinion, they probably need to hit that 1,000-yard mark. And I think that we're both capable.
Obviously, there's more emphasis on the passing game in this offense, maybe some more variety. How much does it add to you guys' play with running backs in terms of maybe different routes you run or just knowing more about the receiving end?
Yeah, like I said, it's just been an adjustment, kind of being involved in everything. Just rarely ever any plays, where we don't necessarily have a specific assignment. So kind of every single play we have to be locked in on our keys and our assignments. But like I said, it's been a lot of fun just kind of seeing the different things that goes on. Games have gotten put together. We only ran pretty much our bare, like just the outline of what we could do. So I'm definitely excited to see where it goes.
Segment in there, that's probably like that. If you added checklist, I mean, was there one or two specifically that you felt like in order to get to the next level, this is where you really need to excel, or something I haven't spent much time on?
Yeah, I wouldn't say even that, just not spending time on it, but just kind of making it a main focus of mine. One, definitely pass protection. Obviously, you got to be able to protect the quarterback. Everybody knows NFL pass first league, running back, you got to be able to protect. So that's definitely number one, and number two probably, I guess, is kind of 2A, 2B. Just finishing every run, as physical as I can, and kind of just wearing down defenses. And tying it with that, I want to be able by the end of the game to have it completely worn out and kind of take over in the fourth quarter.
Let's say that just making sure too, like your full go for teamwork, like 11-on-11s, Skelly type 7-on-7 work now too. And I mean, even if you're healthy or not healthy, are you seeing certain workloads for you right now in terms of like separation reps between you and Chez and others?
Yeah, I think the load's pretty much been perfect. Obviously, some days are heavier than others, but in terms of actual team offense, defensive reps, I think the load's been good. Definitely, load's a little bit heavier just because of the special teams reps, which I've enjoyed. But definitely kind of makes practice feel a little bit more tiring, a little longer.
How many units is it? Just punt coverage that you? I think we saw you maybe doing some punt coverage stuff.
I've been on everything that we've done so far. We've really only kind of assembled a punt coverage group, which obviously I've been on, but I'm taking reps to kick off and return as well.
And then, how would you describe your position coach, Devin Spalding?
Intense, definitely intense. Very smart coach. Very detail oriented. He's kind of been able to simplify not just the offense, but the entire game for us. And he's been great so far. We're definitely very thankful for the hire.
You've talked about having more space, or fewer guys in the box, I'd say better. But based on what we're seeing in the spring, it looks like you guys are the opportunity to pick up space as you see your chest. I'm just curious, do you like that almost as much as having fewer guys in the box as well?
Yeah, definitely. I like the ball in my hand, just plain and simple, and obviously being in space makes it a lot more fun.
Were you going to catch many passes coming out of the last division? I know in the spring you got a few.
Yeah, I think I caught 2 passes.
Okay. Are you comfortable as a receiver now or not?
Yeah, I've been comfortable. I've played receiver growing up and stuff, so it's always comfortable for me. It's just a little bit different, kind of different quarterbacks and stuff. Obviously, these quarterbacks are definitely better than the ones I've had. So, been a little bit of an adjustment. Obviously, the route running is super detailed, things like that. So, definitely comfortable.
I know he's been hurt, but Jackson Aker before the injury. How do you think he was progressing, and what do you think he could bring to that backfield as well?
Yeah, Jackson definitely very talented. He's much faster than I think many people would expect. Kind of just similar to me, I would say, in a way, just kind of being a bigger, faster guy. has great hands, catches the ball in the backfield, definitely great pass protection as well. So, I think he's adds a lot of talents in the depth.
You mentioned the quarterbacks you've been working with. You spoke a couple weeks ago about Taylor's leadership in the offseason so far, but what have you noticed about him getting more reps together on the field and how he plays, how he maybe processes things?
Yeah, he's definitely he's fun to watch. Definitely fun to play with. I mean, I've seen him. We've all seen him scrambling around and stuff, making crazy plays with his legs. So that's definitely exciting to see. And I'm like I said, just excited to see how he keeps growing within the offense and how we come together as offense.
Braelon,
Are you surprised by his athleticism at all? Because you look at him, you don't see it.
Yeah, a little bit. Definitely a little bit surprised. But when I turned on, when I saw his highlights of him at SMU, the first play I saw was him break a 70, 75 yard or whatever it was. So, been not too surprised, but at the same time, definitely faster in person.
With an increase in the passing emphasis, I mean, have you been able to share the field with any of the backs so far, maybe Ches, or just do 2-back sets, maybe with somebody lining up on the slot to direct hand?
Yeah, you asked, what was your question again?
Yeah, have you been able to line up with several backs in the backfield, or maybe somebody in the slot, just sharing the field with some of the other backs?
Yeah, we have a personnel with 2 backs in the backfield, so it's been fun just to kind of be out there. Me and Ches, technically you're supposed to figure out your assignment before you go on the field. And me and Ches kind of have a little ongoing thing where we'll figure out what the play is and then argue over who does what. So it's been good though.
Braelon, I guess I'm just curious. As someone who wants to go to the NFL after the season, and you have high goals, just when you see Devin Spalding, his hire, he comes from Youngstown State and only has 3 years of coaching experience, coaching you guys or coaching running backs. Just what's your reaction to the hire and just seeing him, seeing that news?
He's been great so far. I mean, he's an outstanding coach. Just kind of really simplified not just offense, but the game for us as a whole. He came from Youngstown State, but he has the all-time NCAA leading rusher over there. So, once I saw his resume, I knew it was going to be a great hire. And obviously, first conversations I had with him, I knew we were in good hands.
And with all respect to Coach Al Johnson, but just what's that like having someone who played the position coaching you out? What's that like?
Yeah. I mean, respectfully, it's definitely refreshing. Obviously, Coach Al was a great guy for us to have in the room. Definitely helped us learn the game. But obviously, you can only get a certain level of coaching from somebody who didn't play the position. So, getting a former running back to come and coach us was definitely refreshing, like I said, and definitely have grown a lot in a short period of time.
As part of that, how people will say that person knows what I'm going through because they've been there. When you talk about having a running backs coach who played your position.
Yeah, I would say it's kind of the same thing.
What are some of the things you've talked to him about?
Well, I mean,
not just the offense, but just if you balance some things out.
I mean, I guess we really relate on another level just because of his age. He's a younger guy, and we have interest in pretty much the same thing. So I mean, off the field conversation is really easy. It's not really even about football too much unless we're reading about football. But he's just been a great down there guy. We've all been able to connect with. We went out to dinner all together as a group. It was a lot of fun. He's that type of guy. Just he's just like a buddy at the end of the day. Obviously, the respect of a coach is there.
Braelon, you added about 5 pounds or so this offseason. What was kind of the goal going to the strength program with Coach Brady, and how'd you feel coming out of it?
The goal was to get stronger, get faster. I wasn't really concerned about my weight. I just knew if I felt good, that's where I was going to be. I guess I wanted to get heavier, but I knew it was going to come naturally. I didn't really have to try to gain 5 pounds. I just knew as long as I was working out, I was going to gain weight. So I felt good. I feel really good right now. So yeah.
Do you feel faster than last year?
I feel pretty much about the same.
With injuries, you and Ches really haven't gotten a full season together the last couple of years. I mean, in this offense, what do you feel like you could do in a full year?
Can't describe it. I just gotta wait and see. I mean, that's all I can really say.
And Devin coached a pretty good running back.